Well, I'm honored again to be here. And so what I want to release today is I was driving and I noticed, have y'all seen the new Range Rovers? I noticed they look so much like all the other cars on the road. Yep. Range Rovers used to have a distinct body style. You can look at it miles away in the parking lot and you can identify the Range Rover because the body style was unique. But now this new body style, it blends in with all of these other cars, all of these other SUVs that's on the road. And sometimes we do the same thing. God created us fearfully, and we were fearfully and wonderfully made in his image. Ooh, yes. He created us to be unique. He created us to stand out, but we conform ourselves to fit in with what everybody else is doing, to fit into spaces that God didn't even design for us to be in, to sit at tables that weren't even big enough for us, to go into rooms, to fit into places that wasn't even created for us. We have changed our uniqueness to fit into spaces that are too small for us. Imagine a square changing its corners, shaving its corners, taking off its edge to fit in the space created for a circle. Yeah. And then sometimes we often do that to fit in these spaces that we think is so great, but we are unique. The Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. The Bible calls us royal diadems. The Bible calls us a priesthood. The Bible calls us a royal priesthood. We are to stand out. That does not sound like anything that is mediocre, that's supposed to blend in, that's supposed to just go with the flow of everything, with everyone else. We are not conformed to this world. We are created to spread our light, to shine. So when we go into places, we create spaces. If the space doesn't conform to fit you, you don't conform to fit it. We create the spaces that will already fit our bigness because we're so big, because we have a big God in us. So we can't help but to be big. We can't help but to need the expanse of God. So I want to encourage the people today to not conform to the world. Be you. God does not waste any part of us. He does not waste any part of our experiences. Everything that we do, we are the sum total of everything that we've done, everything that we've experienced. And God doesn't waste any of that. Not the bad, not the good, not the ugly. God uses all of that for his glory. And if we allow him to keep us in the lane that he created for us, there are rewards to that. There are rewards to us staying in our lane. But we want to jump ship and get into someone else's lane, and we don't get benefit from that. There's people who miss us from being who God created us to be because we're not where we're supposed to be. So I want to encourage everyone to stay in your lane. Stay in your uniqueness. Embrace your uniqueness. Now, this is not that where we have our character flaws. We want to that's just who I am. That's not that. Right. But the uniqueness of who God created us to be, to stand in that, to walk in that, and to get the benefits and reap the benefits that come from being in our own lane, in our own space. Yeah.